I only really post my MMA content now on YouTube and some on Instagram. I honestly have stopped posting it on TikTok. I've been debating on whether I should post again on my TikTok account. But, this is just a little rant that I wanted to go off on today, talking about the MMA community online. Social media is so toxic in that way, bro. Like the MMA community on TikTok, sometimes it's on YouTube too, bro. Like, I mean, I'd be posting this on YouTube, but everybody thinks, I'm talking about like everybody, bro. Everybody and anyone thinks that they know some shit about fighting. Just because you may watch UFC, just because you may watch a few fights online. Hey man, there's a huge difference between doing it and watching the sport, okay? I know people out there that don't really know much about the current UFC roster. Like, I know people out there that don't know very many UFC fighters or this and that because they're actually out there training. And then there's the opposite, where you have people who know so many things about other people. Like, it's wild to me that there's really diehard fans out there that just know so many things about other fighters but don't even train themselves. You feel me? And again, bro, like, this isn't a video out here pointing at nobody in specific, but it's always these blank accounts that seem like they just know some shit about fighting, bro. Like, I would love to see these people post. I would love to see them post and see, let's see how your fighting abilities are. Like, let's see your self-defense skills. But no, it's usually not that way, bro. It's usually always these online bot accounts or faceless accounts that don't have any content of themselves doing any work, that are like, oh yeah, you should have done this and that, you would have done this and that. Like, it's just wild to me how so many people think that they are a fight expert online. It's like, bro, let me give you an example. They'll watch like a 10-second clip of somebody sparring with their hands down, heavy breathing, exhausted, and you'll have a motherfucker be like, oh, dude, that guy should have his hands up, blah, blah, blah. He should have had his hands up. He should have been moving his head more, blah, blah. Like, dude, for all you know, this is like the 5th round, 5 minutes in. Like, for all you know, like, they could be like heavy into a sparring session already, and they're just exhausted, and that's why their hands are down. That's why they're not moving as much. They're not, you don't even understand these certain circumstances. And somebody that does train does understand these. Like, you do understand these things, you feel me? Because, like, bro, everybody thinks 3 minutes is not a long time up until you start sparring, bro. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Like, you think 3 minutes is not a long time, you don't think 5 minutes is a long time, bro. Wait until you jump in and you do that shit, bro, and you spar. And, dude, I've had comments of people being like, oh, if you go to a real MMA gym, bro, you gonna get messed up, this and that. Little do they know that I have been training at a gym. Like, I have been training at a gym for the past 4 years. Dude, I've been training at a gym since 2019. And you'll have people that think they know some shit about your life because they see a small sparring clip of you sparring in 24-hour fitness. They see a little 20-second video of me sparring in 24-hour fitness, and they'd be like, oh, dude, you'd get messed up in a real MMA gym. Like, this should be blowing my mind, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I know I can't be the only one who deals with this, right? Because there's obviously other content creators out there. There's other mixed martial artists out there. And I'm honestly sure that the bigger content creators out there be getting way more of it than I do. And it's just by default, right? Like the more people that know you, the more of those haters are just going to naturally come just by default. So, yeah, it's just wild to me, man. I guess what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, I'm going to be real with you. I let it get to me for a while. There was a moment in time when I stopped posting my shit because I was just like, dude, like, you just can't prove your point to nobody. on this stuff. But then I really reeled back and I took it all back and I self-reflected and I was like, you know what? These people won't need, who cares? Like honestly, like who cares? Like I'm just saying theoretically, right? Like theoretically, you could be the best martial artist you can possibly be. And there's always going to be some chump online saying some shit about it. So you might as well just post your journey no matter where you are. Because I remember getting laughed at when I made vlogs about me being a white belt back then. So much to the point where I honestly ended up deleting that shit. Deleting those vlogs. And now that I think about it, it was so dumb, bro. It was so dumb because now I'm a blue belt. I've still been doing this. I've still been on my MMA journey. And that would have been really dope to go back to. And this is why I just refuse to care anymore, bro. Like fuck it, man. You know, there's always gonna be somebody who's gonna say some shit, who's gonna think that they know some shit, or gonna be like, oh, you should have done this, this, and that. Like, dude, it's it's fighting, bro. It's when you're learning how to fight, it's martial arts, bro. Like, we're people. We're not perfect, man. You're not gonna ever swim without getting wet, and it's the same thing, bro. You ain't gonna never spar without ever taking a punch ever. Even the best people, even the best fighters have to take a punch every once in a while, man. Like, what'd you think this was? I'm just gonna end on the note where if you guys are feeling this way too, or if you guys ever dealt with anything like this, let me know in the comments. And I just want to say, bro, again, on a positive note, that we just gotta be out here pushing it. Who cares what these people gotta say? You know, like if we out here actually training, actually putting ourselves out there online, making this kind of content, putting myself out there in a vulnerable state where I know I'm gonna get critiqued and all this stuff, like, dude, who cares, man? These people aren't doing it. You feel me? And that's what separates us from them. But anyways, if you're watching this, man, I hope you keep training. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. See y'all next time.